Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. RoboCop is a perfect movie. It's one of my all-time favorite movies, a top 5, possibly top 3. And I bought this figure weeks ago, and just one thing after another kept coming up that delayed me from reviewing it. But now I am getting to Ultimate Alex J. Murphy. That's right, this is just poor old Officer Murphy before things went so wrong. And we finally got this great Peter Weller portrait that I'm so excited for. Peter Weller, look deeper into his filmography if RoboCop is all you know. There's a lot of good stuff in there, Naked Lunch being one of them. I ask your kids before watching. Or ask your kids. Kids, ask your parents before watching. Sorry. Parents, warn your kids and tell them to get out of the house. But Peter Weller has just got an absolutely amazing presence that nobody else has. He is haunted. And he brings that performance to Officer Murphy in RoboCop. So back of the box, we've got, of course, all the features that we're going to get into. It's got the typical NECA panel that opens up. I love the Delta City poster in the background there. Torn poster, by the way. And I will say this, though. The diorama here, a little too clean. Little too clean. Detroit, just watch RoboCop, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So there we go. I'm going to open this up now. Oh, credits. Credits for everybody that brought this figure to life. I love that NECA does that. But let's get Murphy out of here. It's funny, I never really thought about wanting an Alex Murphy figure. I've got lots of RoboCop figures that I've reviewed here on the channel, so go check those reviews out. But I just never, and I've got lots from before I ever even had a YouTube channel. But I just never really thought about just Murphy as a cop. I don't know why. I want Boddicker and his gang. I want Lewis. I want figures of everybody from this movie. As a matter of fact, if you listen to Audible Interlude, a G.I. Joe podcast, we've got a new segment called Let's Freaking Go Ring, where we talk about licensed properties that we'd like to see receive O-ring action figure lines, and RoboCop was my first pick. And I listed essentially every character from the movie because I would buy all of them. Oh, man. Oh, look at the hand. Horrible. So messed up. Oh. The scene that certain parts of this figure depict is one of the most horrifying scenes in cinema history. Okay, so we do have a tab here, a single black tab running across the waist. I would say, because I first saw RoboCop when I was 11 years old, and had trouble watching the scene where Murphy is murdered, or I guess almost murdered, as crazy as that sounds, by Boddicker's men. And it is, again, I said that Peter Weller is haunting and brings that to his performances, and it is a haunting scene. Oh, look at that, Detroit police. Okay, well, it's time to go ahead. There is, look at that great police issue jumpsuit that they have in the movie. The near future work of art that it is. Man, look at that helmet. Look at that portrait under the helmet. Those eyes. A relaxed Peter Weller is 10 times more intense than the Ultimate Warrior. patches, the OCP, Detroit Police. Just absolutely beautiful. Just all of the detail with that NECA is capable of now. He's got the double jointed, the strange, done for aesthetic reasons, NECA double joints that allow the deepest elbow bends of any figures, but just look so, and they're not distracting, because when he's just like this, well, he just looks like, you know, he looks right. But then when you get into them, that bizarre third piece that's between the bicep and the forearm, I mean, it works, but it just, once you get up close and personal, it's just such a weird thing. What a unique and interesting engineering concept, engineering solution to the problem of human elbows bend way more than 90 degrees. How do we achieve that? So I'll play around with these joints later. I know some of them are going to be really tight. Some of them are going to need loosening up. We're here to look at the sculpted detail and how everything works together. And I would assume anybody watch. Now this is just bizarre, but that's what they've gone with. So, you know, whatever. But that no human knee looks like that. Strange choice. I do appreciate, though, that the long knee pads of the uniform cover that weirdness up. Because a lot of times when you've got NECA figures of characters that just have normal trousers and they've got that weird dip right there that is clearly the knee joint. I don't know. It's always interesting to me to see how NECA's designers or sculptors or whatever figure out how to attack certain problems. I feel like the crotch piece is just always getting better on these figures. If you look at figures from just a few years ago, that diaper look was so much worse than it is now. Now they're really getting to the point where the sculpt and how thin they can get the plastics just really works nicely. He's got his mace canister back here, not removable, but it is present. The holster has the little button and hole. I'll be interested to see how well that ends up working. It plugs in all right now, which actually that's probably what's most important, because chances are I will not be putting his blaster in there. Look at the detail on those boots. You got the laces tied off to the side. Look great. Standard modern articulation. He seems to have very tiny little feet. But I'm sure he'll stand. Yeah, he'll stand up just fine. He's stable. So there we go. There is Officer Murphy, just fresh and clean and ready to bring justice to old Detroit. I hope I got everything. I'm blown away by the level of sculpted detail in this figure. All right, so let's set him off to the side for now. Take a look at all these interchangeable parts. First of all, we have the tragic, brutal. Should I have put a warning for sensitive viewers before this video? Because that is just horrifying. Anxious to see how well. I guess we might as well get down to it, huh? So that head's got to come off. Oh, you know what? I wish the helmet was removable. But maybe if we get a clearance Boddicker figure. Oh, look at that. The visor flips up. I didn't even realize that. What a nice little detail there. Maybe if we get that clearance Boddicker figure that I want so desperately, he will come with the helmet. That would be appropriate. So, given that visor is a separate little piece, we got to be even more careful removing this head, because if your thumb slips and catches on that, it could pop it right off. So let's be careful. Oof. Okay, good. The head pops off very easily. And now we want to take that tactical vest off. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so we've got to put the arm up, and we're just going to slide everything up, I think. This may require some heat. Nope, there we go. That was a little scary because it just all of a sudden went. So underneath, you've got a... What kind of joint have you got? Okay, so it's not a swivel joint. It is a ball joint, but because of the coveralls, you've got a pretty severe cut right here. But that's going to be covered up most of the time by his belt and by the vest. So I'm not super worried about that. I feel like I can get this little strap in a little better place. Maybe. Oh, it's caught up under the pocket here. Look at the pockets on these. Just fantastic. And then he's got an ab joint right here that needs a little playing with. More pockets back here. Just tons and tons of detail. There we go. Okay. That just loosened up. Great. Okay. So let's get the Gruesome. I don't think it'll make it any easier if I go ahead and swap the arm out. Oh, so the whole arm pops out. So his arm is gone. Yeah, I guess that's right. I was thinking it was his forearm, but I guess at the end of the... Oh, look at the bone. Oh, and that meat. Horrible. I feel like I'm dressing somebody up to be murdered. This is terrible. Hopefully these will fit right in where they're supposed to go. I won't fight too much. Yeah, look at that. They might be able to go in a little more snugly. I'm not sure the top one is in, but looks good. I mean, looks gruesome, but looks good. And then you've got even worse, because that's kind of the final product arm that I put on there. But before you get to that, you've got this one where man, they've got to do a Boddicker. Like they have to. So you've got that where his hand gets blown away, which is awful. Which head? Oh, we've got no helmet head. Just a nice Peter Weller portrait for use to make your custom Naked Lunch figure. Although he needs a hat. And then you've got the final horrifying, yikes. Let's put that on there. I don't know how I'm going to display this yet. Because I kind of do want to... Oh my gosh, look at that. That's like almost uncomfortable. Can you imagine the conversation Peter Weller had? All right, so here is... Of course, he's got to be able to spin that pistol TJ Laser style, right? And he comes with two, because at this point he has... Oh, look, they're different. Wow. He has picked up another one. What did he do? He took one from one of the bad guys, right? Those look great. And look at those painted triggers. Got a sort of relaxed hand. And then he's got two trigger finger hands. Oh. So That's it. That's everything. It's horrifying. Horrifying. But I had to have it. I had to have it. And like I said, I need Emil. I need melted Emil. I need Boddicker. I need Dick Jones. I need everybody. Everybody from the movie. I would prefer O-rings, to be honest, just because they're smaller. It would be an easier collection to manage, and we could potentially get cars and stuff. But if NECA wants to do them all, I'll take them all. Let's go. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things, watch RoboCop, send the kids to grandma's and watch Naked Lunch. Just check out anything with Peter Weller in it, because he is an acting powerhouse. And until next time, buy what you like.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.